going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Viall Files Reality Recap Edition. I am your host, Nick, and joined by my wife, who's fixing my mic cover. I've already given her the ick twice this morning. It made me think of I got some women icks for you later this episode.
Why later? Just give them to him right now.
Women icks.
I'm gonna wait.
Oh.
I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Because I was reminded of icks that I have when it comes to the ladies by watching Bachelor in Paradise and Real Housewives of OC. But we have a jam-packed episode lined up for you. The iconic Monica Garcia will be joining us momentarily. Talk a little Love Island. A lot of stuff going down on the internet. People are unfollowing. Relationships seem to be dropping like flies. Obviously, many of you probably watched the Love Island reunion last night. We are recording this Monday morning. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So we will dive deep into the reunion on Thursday's episode of Reality Recap. We got some exciting guests for you lined up. It's going to be a jam-packed episode. It's going to be a ton of fun. Maybe it's all just a ruse. Maybe they're all in it together. I don't know.
Maybe they're just like, I'm tired of seeing like your content. You know, maybe they're like, I love you and you're my boyfriend, but like your stuff's a little weak and I don't really feel like seeing it anymore.
Maybe it's just the easiest way to get people to keep talking about them. It's weird timing considering this all happened right before the reunion was about to drop. I wonder what created all this, sassiness, this messiness from the cast. I don't know. But if you guys watch at home, we are currently in our satellite studio, as we like to call it, sitting on some new chairs, only because the chairs that we were sitting on, we are shipping to the lake house to be part of our living room, because they are very nice, fancy chairs, and there's almost too nice for a studio, which is exciting because that means the lake house is almost done. We are weeks away, people, from being in my most exciting place I could possibly be in. We can't wait to show you. Just a heads up, we're probably not going to show you right away.
But we're not going to have all the furniture right away,
I don't know. We're just super excited. I can't wait. It's been a long process. Not that long, really. I mean, 9 months.
I'm excited for Nick to see all the things that I did that I just didn't fill him in on,
Yes,
all the little details that I did.
Well, we're very lucky because my parents, as many of you know, live up on the lake. Nellie and I have not been to the lake since Christmas, and then we started the essentially remodel ended up being just a total rebuild right after. So we haven't been up there at all. Shout out to mom and dad because they've been, handling the project from ground zero, so to speak.
They're living in an RV on the property.
Right now they're living in an RV. They got an Airbnb for 6 months and they got kicked out. Then they bought a camper.
Wait, what?
They've been living on the property to keep people on their toes, sending us photos and things like that from the lake house. Can't wait to finally get up there. I've been missing that place. Obviously, the best time to go up there is the summer. We haven't been able to go up there all year. But honestly, I guess all things being equal, 9 months isn't that long of a time for a total rebuild, but it's going to be amazing. We are super excited about it. Leia, question for you. You have a child, yes? What's his walking status? I wanna brag about my daughter a little bit.
Well, it's funny
you brag
ask.
about River and shit on Louis.
I'm not trying.
No,
I don't
he's
know.
walking.
I honestly, I'm just trying to get a baseline, really.
He's literally about to be like, well, River's better than
No.
Louis.
Listen, she might slow down. I don't know. I don't know.
Just lie.
Hey, Leo, where's your son at? Because I got to tell you.
Louis driving. So.
Well, actually, funny you ask because.
Well, Rivers, she's a year and a half. She sprints. She's full on running.
No, y'all, last night the weather was so nice. We went out to dinner and then we came back and we're like, let's just hang out in the backyard. Nick had some music playing and I was like, River, you're about to get in the bath and go to bed. So let's get some zoomies out. So I was like, let's just run. Then she was started getting into it. Then she I asked Nick to race me. I almost won. But I didn't because
she lost.
I tripped. But then River saw us racing and she was like, and putting her hands up so that she could do it with us. So she held both of our hands and we did, I don't know, maybe 50 sprints back and forth across our backyard.
Dude, she flies. She's fast.
And
it's
she
shocking.
didn't get tired. And I was like, okay, sit down. And she was like, We're like, okay.
I don't know. I feel like some 1.5-year-olds aren't even walking yet, which is, again, fine. go at your own pace. I'm just really impressed with my daughter. Also, Leia, can you look up, or Sierra, when does a child establish whether they're a lefty or a righty? Because
I've been wondering this.
Because River, when she will throw the ball for Steve, kinda, and when she attempts to throw the ball, it's a little bit of whatever hand the ball's in type of thing. But she has some doodle stuff, and she's always using her left hand. And Dad's a lefty, Grandma's a lefty, and I'm pretty sure River's a lefty, which is kind of cool.
Pretty
Because
cool.
what's the percentage of people in the world that are lefties?
It doesn't come out until they're 3.
By the way, I think Louie's a lefty too.
It says hand dominance typically emerges between ages 2 and 4 with more consistent preference established by 5 and 6.
When I was little, I always I was a lefty when I was little, and I still throw and do all sports stuff, or active things with my left hand. But then because I went to Christian school, they were like, no, you should write with your right hand.
Oh, did you
only the
develop a
devil
stutter?
writes with the left.
No, I just I can write with my right hand, and that's it. And then
Wait.
everything else I do with my left hand. And
Mary,
it's really,
I'm the exact same.
Scissors, right hand. Scissors, I can do both hands, honestly.
Well, I'm a little bit ambidextrous. I don't know if it's ambidextrous if you I write with my left, eat with my right, throw with my right, bat left, golf left, kick right.
A message to schools out there: just let kids use whatever hand they want.
Wait,
'Cause
Mary,
it gets
the
real
exact
confusing.
same thing happened to me in school. I was
Yeah.
using both hands, probably was a lefty, and then they were like, your life will be easier if you use your right hand.
Yeah.
So now
back
I
in the
write
day,
with
they
my
used to
right
do that all the
hand.
time. And
hmm But I do everything else with my left.
They
My
just
mom's
didn't catch you or
ambidextrous
something?
because she went to Catholic school, and they would slap her right hand. Or
no one
left
was going to
hand.
put me in a corner. I was always going to do what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying?
They tied
Yeah.
my grandmother's left hand behind her so
Yeah.
that she would use her right hand.
That's great. Just let people be left-handed.
I've read
Yeah.
somewhere that you can develop a stutter from it really would mess some kids' development.
I had
up.
to go
Mhm.
to
Nick's like-
occupational therapy to learn
Nick
how to
literally
write.
is stuttering as he's talking. right now.
Listen, I can't talk.
He's like, I heard this happens to some kids. Like, it happened to you.
As a reminder, though, we have an amazing week lined up for you. Don't forget, tomorrow's Going Deeper is epic. Love Thy Nader is a show that's coming out on Hulu. I think maybe it drops today, the first couple episodes. It's the new smash hit of Hulu, let me tell you. These women are stars. We had the pleasure of talking to all 4 women. Brooks Nader, you know her. She's out there. Cover of SI Sports Illustrated, was on Dancing with the Stars. Gorgeous Gleb, her dancing partner. Lots of stuff in the news about their relationship and the follow of that. The season kickoff really covers that relationship in full, but we have all 4 sisters with us tomorrow for Going Deeper. It's an absolutely fun episode. You're going to laugh out loud. Again, these women are stars, I promise you. Love Thy Nader. I think they're going to be the new Kardashians. They really give it their all.
Listen to the episode and then comment down below which one you are. I feel
Yeah.
like that's what this is going to be.
I told you about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I'm telling you, this show is going to be a hit. I promise you. It's out on Hulu, I think, right now. But more importantly, we have these ladies tomorrow on an episode of Going Deeper. You are not going to want to miss that. Bachelor in Paradise was on last night. I don't know about you guys. It's just I don't know. They're just... What, Leia, you are an OG Bachelor fan. Oh, by the way, speaking of Icks,
Leia, speaking of Icks.
It's being a fan of Bachelor in Paradise and Ick.
no, it was the episode last night when they were fake
Leia,
camping.
you're a huge fan of
Leia.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me.
Listen, Anyway, listen, I don't like snakes. We all have our phobias. But you don't need to have a whole mental breakdown, panic attack, anxiety attack just because you see a few bugs. I think the dramatization, when you use a little phobia to have a full-blown meltdown.
But you don't have a phobia.
Snakes. I hate
You don't
snakes.
have a phobia of snakes.
Well, what? I don't.
A phobia is an intense fear. You're
A
just
lot.
snakes, yuck. It's not
No, like
No,
I have
I'm
a
sorry.
panic attack around
your
bees.
phobia, I guess, is my ick, ladies. I don't know. If you have a full-on meltdown,
Sorry, your issue that you need to go to therapy about, kind of an ick
Oh
for me.
my
Yeah, literally.
god.
Your deep-seated
crazy.
trauma
Sorry
may
about
be a
your
bit of
I'm
an
sorry.
ick.
Did you guys really think that Kat's meltdown is like a true phobia that she needs to go to therapy for
I
because there were a
actually
couple
do.
flies?
I think
I
the
do,
flies. I think the flies were a bit much, but the
I'm out.
camping under the light thing, I would be the exact same way. If I'm getting smacked left, right, and center with cockroaches,
You would
flying
start crying?
insects,
Yes.
I would freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
No,
for
you
sure.
wouldn't. I've
Yes, I
seen you
would.
around bugs.
Yes,
you
I
hate,
would. If
Natalie
I'm being
hates
covered
bugs.
in cockroaches, I'm
this
sobbing.
this was not covered in cockroaches.
They were
this
flying
was like
cockroaches.
being.
It was the horse shit for me.
Horse shit. Yeah, babe. I'm out. I'm sobbing. I am.
Listen, Kat acted like she was on Fear Factor, covered in roaches, and that, you know what I'm saying. But it was the furthest thing from that.
No, I get it. I get it. I have to
Well,
go to therapy for fear
I'm
of
sorry.
bees.
If you're gonna have a meltdown, like I need.
You're alone here.
I'm just talking about my ex. But you don't do that.
Yes, I would. Put me
but
in
you
that
don't do
situation.
that.
I've never been in that situation before.
Oh,
You've
you
been
would
around.
hate
you
me.
grew up in Alabama and Georgia. You've been around bugs your whole life.
And I have every single time I see a cockroach. Mom,
This wasn't a cockroach. These were
Mom,
bugs.
help
These
me
were
kill
flies.
it.
These were like.
No
They
thanks.
said flying cockroaches were
Help.
a part of that too.
I'm talking about like the dance crying and the tears and the total freezing, and it's just like, all right.
I get it.
But Nick,
Same.
I feel like what you're missing out on of this, I get that I understand that it's an ick, but I feel like you get to kind of like in those moments when a girl is freaking out, that is your opportunity to like
By
kill
all
that
means,
bug.
Mary. By all means.
You know?
You want to know what's an ick? Is freaking out when you're watching football or baseball or basketball. And
So true. No, Leia. You want to know what's an ick? No, Leia. You want to know what an ick is? It's the imaginary team in his head that the other night he missed his drafting for his imaginary team, and he screamed, "Fuck!" Was like, I'm late for my draft. It was almost in tears. That was an ick.
Hey, you know what's not real? A draft. Do you know
Yep.
what are real?
I acknowledge
Bugs.
it.
It's real bugs.
I acknowledge that I give my wife an ick every day. There's something I do where she looks at me, she doesn't even have to say it, and she just like, I can tell she just threw up in her mouth. All I'm saying is like, can't us guys have some icks every
No.
once in a while?
I don't think that's valid.
No, Mary, I agree with you. I'm not talking about like Natalie doesn't do the thing that I'm describing. She'll be like, Nick, there's a bug. Can you please kill it? And she's
And you're like,
that's
yes, of
gross.
course.
What Kat did was this like a full on, she acted
Yeah.
like a 3-year-old. I mean, that's baby talk. You know, like women acting like they're like 6.
I mean,
Disgusting.
I'm
Those are two
kind of
different things.
judgmental, so
Yeah, but
I
that's
get
what
it.
I guess that's what I'm
You
trying to.
started with like her having a phobia.
Whatever it is, it's like an
ick.
overreaction and a complete meltdown, like a 6-year-old. Like there's, and like Dale, acts of service is my love language. There's nothing I enjoy more than taking care of my wife and child. And as a young man, a recurring fantasy that I would have, I would like fantasize about my future wife, which is now Natalie, and I would fantasize that I would be going out with my boys. Like to like the big game or whatever. And then she would get sick. And I would say, guys, I'm sorry, I can't go to the big game. I have to go take care of my lady. There's nothing I enjoy more than like coming to the rescue of my person. But like not the total meltdown of like a 6-year-old where like sometimes River, like she just gets mad. And and no matter what we offer her, it's just like she's just mad because she can't self-regulate like at all because she's a 1.5 years. And like when I've had girlfriends who give that energy where it's just like Kat did the other night, there needs to be some kind of self-regulation. You can freak out, you can say you don't like it, but when you have a total meltdown over something that like any adult should be able to manage, it's an ick.
You have to swallow.
Ick,
You have
see?
you have to swallow all your spit that's in your mouth.
Ick.
It seems, Nick, if I may ask Nick you for a second, it
Ask Nick
seems
you.
that your ick is less about the bug and more about just like emotionally immature women,
Literally.
which is
Fine,
completely
yes.
normal. And follow-up question, is that more of a pet peeve or a non-negotiable?
That's a pet peeve.
I also
Okay.
don't think that the two things are the same because
And-
I feel like I'm a very emotionally mature person.
Yeah.
You put me in that exact situation, I act exactly like Kat did. maybe even worse.
You would act like Kat did
Oh,
in
yeah.
that situation?
Oh, yeah.
Same.
I act like that worse. I'll see a spider in my house and I will act like that.
You will melt down to the point where, like, even if Louis needs your help, you won't be capable of
Okay,
stepping
well,
up.
that's different. I also don't know.
She's a mother.
To be honest, I don't know.
You're on
She's
your
never
own,
been in that
kid.
situation.
Yeah.
I just like I can't deal with like you like whoever it is acting like an infant.
I had to go to therapy because of my intense fear of bees.
No, they could kill you.
Macaulay
a little
Culkin.
So can cockroaches, maybe.
No, first what are these
No,
cockroaches?
they're just
I don't know. But Mary,
gross.
thank you for helping me articulate my ick. It's really
Of
baby talk.
course.
Okay.
It's like the whole like second ick. We'll get to it when we cover Real Housewives of OC. Having to like ask people to not serve your partner anymore because they can't because of how they're acting with overconsumption.
Yep.
Absolute disgusting ick.
Mhm.
I'll second
Like when
that.
Eddie had to be like, please don't serve Tamara. Like,
Mhm.
oh God, if I had to do that for you. Like one of the things I'm so grateful when it comes to Natalie is that one, she's just not a big drinker. And if I've seen Natalie drunk once in my life.
Wish it was more.
Well, I'm not stopping you. No, but being in public and just being like just kind of a sloppy mess because
Yeah,
Yuck.
I accidentally got a little too drunk this weekend, and I can't stop thinking about it because I wasn't drunk enough that I like really embarrassed myself, but it was like when I was a little bit younger, never experienced anxiety. I was like, you know what, they get what they get. But now I'm at the age where when I go out, I like meet some new people, and some of them are cool and hot. And then I accidentally drank 3 what I thought were normal seltzers, but they were like 8% soju like drinks. And then I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what I said to these people.
Mary, let me ask you this, because here's the big difference in that. Like
Yeah.
when you get a little too drunk, are you mindful enough to be like, I'm a little too drunk? And if a friend says, hey, Mare, checking in, are you okay? Are you like, I don't know, I might be too drunk? Are you like, no, don't tell me, I'm not too drunk, give me another alcohol? Are you like, which one is it?
I'm a little bit in between where I'm like, I think I'm fine.
That,
But then obviously
that's
as
cute.
me
That's a
saying,
little adorable.
like,
That's like,
I'm fun when I'm drunk. I'm never like belligerent. I'm always just like I'm goofy and I like am clumsy by nature in general, and that just escalates when I'm drunk. And I'm always just like, my shoes are too big for me. Like
if
that's
you,
what's
yeah,
happening.
it's the don't tell me what to do, give me another people.
No,
Yuck.
that's not me. My best friend was like, I think we should go, and then took me directly to an IHOP. And then as we sat down, I was like, this is the best decision you've ever made for me.
Which
Thank
I
you
think
so
this
much.
coincides with like men who get too drunk and are just like very loud drunks.
Mhm.
I think that's like the
Yeah.
same, you know.
Mhm.
Well, I know who has a lot of
well,
icks at some
wait.
what?
Well, I just wanted to say the ick that you gave me last night.
Oh,
Yes. Tell us.
every day.
It's not love if it's not icky.
Yes.
No, last night. Well, our AC went out in like River's room.
Okay.
And so it was 80 degrees in her room, and I was like, she can't sleep in this. Like, she's wearing a sleep
It would've
sack.
been
And
totally
it just
fine.
was. Nick was like, I grew up with no AC. I turned out okay. And I'm like, okay, well, not this
No,
child.
because like Natalie's like, she has to sleep with us. She's going to die. It was 80 degrees. It was
Okay, so I put her in our bed to go to sleep. And it's like, obviously it's not the routine, you know, like we're not in her chair, we're not rocking, we don't have her books, like it's a different routine. So it took her a little bit longer to fall asleep. And then I almost had her, and here comes Nick with his big ass flashlight coming into the bedroom. I like bring the blanket out. I don't know.
I think her sandbag moved or something.
I love that she was chasing it though.
Yeah, she wasn't stopping. She was just like,
And so then I went downstairs and
You guys, we should get one of those little. We should start putting in, instead of just cutting this out. We should just start putting in little like technical difficulties.
Honestly, I'm fine
things
with
in
keeping
there.
this in. This is
That'd
kind
be
of fun.
cute.
little asterisk above her.
Like,
Yeah,
we are
bloopers.
experiencing minor
Okay.
technical difficulties.
I feel like, could y'all hear me with that? Or I feel like I was doing pretty good with
Yeah,
mine.
you were
You
definitely
were.
fading away.
I
You
was
were.
fading. Okay, anyway. Well, moral of the story is that I almost had River asleep. And then here comes Nick with his flashlight. And I put the blanket over River's face. And my hand is like don't come any closer. Like, turn around. She's not there yet. He doesn't see it. He walks like all the way over to the side of the bed with the flashlight pointing at us, and it woke her up. And I was like, I could kill him.
How is that an ick?
Because it made me honestly be like, he's disgusting.
What are you doing, Nick?
Should we just take a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nick's
listeners,
just-
we're
Wait a
gonna take
second. Why are you continuing the combo?
Because somehow
I thought
magically
you-
these mic covers don't slip on anymore. It just crushes the foam. Anyway, while I fix this, you know who has a lot of icks? Monica Garcia is about to join us, so let's bring her up.
Watch us ask
I'm sure
her.
she has a lot of icks that she wants to share with us.
Watch
is
us
what
ask her,
I'm
and her be like, I really don't have any.
Guys, if you've been watching our show, you've definitely noticed some big ass candles in our set, on our set. And we have been a fan of big ass candles for the longest time now. We have them at our house, in our studio. They're amazing. They smell great. Everything bigger is better, and especially when it comes to candles.
They are insanely long lasting, 300 to 500 hours of burn time for the baby big ass candle, and up to 1,000 hours for the full size big ass candle. Size really does matter, like Katie said about the crocodiles in this week's episode of Real Housewives of Orange County.
They smell fantastic. What I love about the big ass candles, especially after you light them, they will scent your house even when they're not lit. It's so powerful in the best possible way, and they burn safely.
The scent payoff is powerful. It fills your entire home, not just a corner. It doubles as decor. It looks great on a coffee table. It looks great on a shelf. And then also obviously smells amazing.
Certainly not all candles are made equal. Some are burning things into the air that you do not want to breathe, but not with big ass candles. They are made with coconut soy wax, organic cotton wicks, and paraben and phthalate-free fragrance oils. Scent's payoff is powerful. Fills your entire home, not just one corner. Especially when you leave that, like if you ever travel, like there's always, you come home to like what it feels like no one's been here for a few days kind of smell. I don't know what it is, but not with big ass candles. It'll make sure your home stays smelling fresh and great no matter when.
Head over to bigassluxuries.com and use code VIALL to get 15% off your order. That's VIALL, or use the QR code on screen and the discount will automatically be applied at checkout. Once you light a big ass candle, you'll never go back to the little guys.
Well, if you are paying rent, then you need to get on the Built bandwagon. Built is a rewards program built for renters who want to get more out of where they live, whether that's through travel, dining, or neighborhood perks. Perfect for anyone who's paying rent and wants to turn their largest monthly expense into opportunities for experiences. Built helps you earn points at home, in the city, and beyond. By paying rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards hundreds of hotels and airlines and future rent payments, your next Lyft ride, and more.
But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and earn additional points, get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, and enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every month. Built is turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you.
Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood wherever you call home by going to joinbuilt.com/VIALL. That is JOINBILT.com/VIALL. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you. Monica, welcome back to the show. Always great to talk with you.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
We've missed you.
We've missed you. We're
I
excited to
missed
have you.
guys.
How are
Thank
you?
I'm good.
How's motherhood?
I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just not sleeping and we're leaking and pumping and we're just in the trenches over here.
Well, if I may, you look refreshed. You look
Thank
great. You
Thank
don't
you.
look tired at all.
We can't see the milk coming out of your titties. So.
I know. I'm like, let me just
Eyes up.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's sweatpants from the waist down for
I
sure.
love it.
It's so crazy thinking about your daughter's 5 months old now, because I just very much remember the first time you were on our show when you were in our studio. That was so long ago. So much has happened. Obviously, sadly, and we certainly know what
Yeah.
it's like. You did experience a miscarriage from that announcement, but obviously you have a wonderful baby daughter now. But it's just more like how time. Natalie and I were talking about this yesterday. It's weird how like some things in your life feel like it happened yesterday, and then there are other
Yeah.
things where you're like, that was 5 months ago. It feels like 3 years. Like
Yeah.
it could be like
Right.
two different things, and it's just weird how like some things just like I don't know, like time just moves in a weird, funky way with certain events in your life.
No, it's so weird because when I think about it, I'm like, no, I just told you guys like 5 months ago or whatever. But really it was through that whole miscarriage, the whole pregnancy. And now it doesn't feel like it's been that long at all.
Well, we're excited to have you on, obviously, because we want to talk some Housewives with you. But before we get into some Housewives, you also watched Love Island, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Obviously, the reunion is tonight. We haven't watched it yet. Everyone listening, I'm sure many people have had. But have you been seeing all the unfollowing that's going on online with some of the cast?
Yeah, I actually this morning I just saw Iris unfollowed Pepe and then Amaya and Brian and all these people, and it's been wild to see this group versus, the infamous
Season 6ers.
Yeah. Like it's nuts because even when did you see the interviews that they did, and the tension was so thick.
Mhm.
When they were all in the room together, it was like awkward, and you could tell Huda just sat there the whole time. Like,
there must have been, obviously, because I feel like they did all that press after the reunion. So I feel like this reunion must be batshit crazy.
I think it's just straight up all ego.
yeah,
I think
you can tell.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's
also Hannah unfollowed Pepe, and
Has
Hannah and Iris have been like pretty close.
has
recently.
Pepe unfollowed Iris, or does he still follow Iris?
He unfollowed her now.
Yeah,
too.
they all and Amaya unfollowed Pepe and all this. I mean, it's just like it's
Whew.
also wild that we live in a time that's how we can tell
That
how
something's
serious
going on.
something
Yeah.
is if they unfollow each other.
It's so true, because it's crazy that there are people who watch that stuff, because
Yeah.
it's not like you get notified that Iris has unfollowed Pepe.
Mhm.
It's like something you have to actively go and look
You
at.
have
What
to
makes
check,
anyone,
yeah.
even if it's like obviously they have millions of followers, but what makes
Yeah.
anyone go, wait, do you think Iris is following
We
Pepe
should go
still?
check.
We should check. Like,
Right, you're just laying in bed. You're like, let me check.
It's the same people who are, and there's kind of a little bit of a movement going on right now to like bring them to light, but it's the people, what are they calling them? I'm blanking on what they're calling them, but it's the people who say like, someone will post a video being like, oh, I love oranges and here's why. And then you'll get comments being like, but what about bananas? Bananas are so much better than oranges. And it's like, what is in your brain that makes you feel like you needed to do that?
why are you
It's
defending
my
oranges?
comment section. That's literally my comment section.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Do.
It is just crazy that it only took one season for the cast of Love Island to turn into maniacal egomaniacs.
It's been pretty intense to watch. I feel like do you guys think it's because of what happened with season 6 that they just I don't know.
I honestly feel like it's more of what happened after, because I feel like they got out, they realized, who had how many followers, who was more loved,
Yeah.
who was more, and then it just like all went to their head.
Well, it's that classic case of the reality TV star, kind of trajectory.
Yeah.
Right now, Love Island USA is the hottest ticket in town when it comes to reality TV. Back in the day, it used to be The Bachelor, right? And
Yes.
and if you were the Bachelor or the Bachelorette or one of the few stars from that season, for a
Yeah.
brief period following the show, you were getting A-list treatment, right? You were being
Yeah.
invited to A-list parties. Literal A-listers would be sliding into your DMs,
That's
and
crazy.
because they're just fascinated with you.
Yeah.
And, one thing that always helped me is I always had the awareness that this isn't real. This is temporary. They don't actually like me. I'm just kind of a freak show to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to hang out with me. They just want to interrogate me, but it fades so fast. And then they become the classic reality TV star, which is too famous to get a real job and not famous enough to make a living. Like all these people.
Like, right?
But especially like the young people, like you're fine, Monica. You're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But it's like
Oh, yeah.
they're getting
Monica's
invited to all, like they're doing interviews with GQ magazine, and like they're getting
It's insane.
they're on late night TV, and these
all
are
these people,
amazing
yeah.
experiences. And like the ones who don't let it get to their head and are able to ride it out and kind of have that awareness that like this is like a moment they should enjoy and have some fun with, but like they're not Ryan Gosling. They're not, they're not Taylor Swift. Like they're getting that level of treatment right now. Hell, more people are talking about them than are talking about Taylor Swift maybe
It's
in
true.
this moment. But like they're still not famous for like anything other than being on a TV show and being messy. And like, there's going to be a whole new cast next year.
Yes.
And the ones that are able to like have that like reality and like figure out what their thing is are the ones who are going to have longevity, because they all have to figure out their thing. Like, what are they going to be known for outside of drinking warm milk in a bathing suit?
It's true. No, you're 100% right. And I know that once you're in it, you totally get it. And I can see that you get it. And Andy Cohen one time said, don't believe any of it. The love, don't believe it. The hate, don't believe it. Because it's true. A lot of people are sometimes just fascinated with and joining in on whatever that hot subject is or whatever that trend is, or they're in the moment with you. But the second it's gone, they're gone too, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I will say though, I mean, R.I.P. Pepe and Brian, because like, God bless them. They seemed like nice men, but without the women by their side, their value just absolutely plummets.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating to watch, right? We end up being like the people we're talking about because we're like, holy cow. Like, it really is true. I mean, it's the same thing when Amaya won. He wouldn't have won if he wasn't on Amaya's arm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. But yeah, it's so crazy to see the stock value.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if we ever do get to hear why there was an unfollow. There's speculation about infidelity when it comes to the Iris and Pepe. I think many of us are just kind of caught off guard with the whole Brian and Amaya. And it can't be a coincidence that it happened right after the unfollow of Iris and Pepe. It's giving like, okay, well, if they did it, now I guess it's cool, because there's always a fear of like, I don't know, like, I don't want people to know. Like, reality TV relationships always happen before you hear about them, because there's like, you know, it's just like, oh, the gravy train. Do I want to say good? You know, it's just like, should we just fake it? You know, like.
I wondered that, like with The Bachelor too. I'm
oh,
like,
yeah. I mean, like.
Yeah. How do you guys do that?
I mean, usually it's like a good month, like, you know, it's really over.
Yeah.
Some more than others. I mean, like when obviously the Janae and Kenny, some people move really fast when like there's a huge betrayal and think what?
Matt James and Rachel.
Matt James and Rachel. When there's like a big betrayal and things like that, some people move fast. But when it's just more like, hey, I just like, I don't know, I don't like you and you don't like me, and like maybe we're not a couple, but no one's really like, you just realize that you don't want to be together.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and a lot of people say like, okay, I don't really buy into this. You guys are doing it just to like milk the moment. A lot of people were saying that with Nick and Olandria. They were like, is this real? Is this genuine? Or are they just...
I just didn't believe that she was into him.
I know, right? Yeah. So everyone's like, or did they just make a pact?
But now they do look so in love, more in love than our other couples who clearly didn't make it. And
they're so cute.
Even for them, it's tough to know what's real. If you had, if someone was like, here's $3 million to date, like no one wants to think that they would do that and fake it, right? And like, there's clearly a mutual respect between these two. They're both hotties, right? I think the world thinks that Olandria could literally get any guy that she wanted. You know, like any
100%.
superstar athlete, any famous guy, like whoever, you know, like.
It's true.
You know, and Nick, you know, like he could definitely get a lot of like, you know, I'm sure his DMs are popping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true. Olandria is yes.
But
100%.
like you're going to convince yourself there's, you know, and you know what? They could be the most in love couple for all we know. Like maybe they'll get married. It would be a beautiful story, but like it's really hard to know even for yourself what's real, because like it's just the opportunities that are in front of these people are literally unreal and unbelievable and surreal, and it's hard to say no to a lottery ticket.
No, you could totally see them being like, you know what, let's just ride this out. It benefits you, it benefits me. We like each other. Like, we're at least friends. So let's just have, exactly. Yeah.
Helix Sleep. We love talking about our favorite mattresses in the world. It's not going to stop ever, because they are truly the most comfortable mattress you can lay your body on. Helix Mattress has a lineup of 20 unique mattresses made for all kinds of sleepers. Doesn't matter how you sleep hot, sleep cold. on your side, on your stomach, on your back, whatever your sleeping preference is on, Helix has a mattress made right for you. We've been sleeping on a Helix mattress for over 5 years now. We have one at the lake. We have one at home. We've gifted Helix mattresses to all our friends and family because when they come and visit and stay with us, their first question the next morning is, what mattress is that? And we're like, I'm glad you asked. It's a Helix mattress. We will hook you up. Hook yourself up with the best possible sleep you could ever get with a Helix mattress. It's truly a miracle, and the prices are even better. Stop wasting your time going to those mattress stores and wasting your breath like talking to like a mattress expert who's going to like talk about this whole like who cares how a mattress is made.
All you have to do is take a quick online quiz to be paired with the mattress for you. They have award-winning luxe and ultra premium elite collections. You can also get a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. It's recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. For their Labor Day sale best of web offer, go to helixsleep.com/VIALL for 27% off site-wide exclusive for our listeners of the Viall Files. That's helixsleep.com/VIALL for 27% off site-wide. helixsleep.com/VIALL. Finding the perfect car is like dating, where you swipe through a bunch of options. Some look better than they actually are, and you just hope you don't settle for good enough when you deserve something great. But with Car Gurus, they take the guesswork out of car buying. Real price analysis, vehicle history, price drop alerts, and the best deals. No bad dates, just good cars.
The last car we purchased was through Car Gurus, and I can't tell you how amazing that experience was. We've had less amazing experiences in the past, but once we went to Car Gurus, that whole experience changed for the best. Car Gurus will connect you with trusted dealerships when you are ready, ensuring a transparent and hassle-free buying process. With over 4 million listings, Car Gurus has more car listings than any other major online automotive marketplace in the U.S., so you can find the best deal. Car Gurus gives you the control to shop how you want to shop with the tools, information, and data-driven deal ratings you need.
It's no wonder SimilarWeb estimated traffic data shows Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at cargurus.com. Go to cargurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CARGURUS.com, cargurus.com. Well, we will be covering the Love Island reunion on Thursday's episode of Reality Recap. But did you watch The Real Housewives of Orange County?
You guys, I don't even know and my DMs are blowing up with people's theories and thoughts on this. This has been one of the hardest storylines. I don't even know to follow.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you so much for saying that, Monica.
Yeah.
I literally
can't.
wrote to the team yesterday. I'm like, I rewatched the last scene of the episode and I'm like, what the
can't.
fuck is like, what the
is
fuck is
Katie
going
talking
on?
about?
Who's mad at who and why? Thankfully, we have Mary here who did some little research. She put together an org chart. I'm still a little confused, but Mary and Sweet Boy Justin are going to try to bring all of us, you, Monica, me, our audience. If you are confused, here is our best attempt at trying to unconfuse everyone. That seems to start with the naked wasted party, which
17 years ago.
honestly, that
17
picture
years
of
ago.
Gretchen, Mary, that you sent me, I was like, who is that?
What do you mean?
And we'll see it in this
All
presentation.
right, well, take it away,
Okay.
Mary.
Okay, so I understand that many people, Nick Viall, many others have been so confused by whatever the hell is going on with Katie and Gretchen. And so I took it upon myself to do my best to lay out the facts and figures and create a timeline. I hope it's correct. Preface, I did my best.
The Katie / Gretchen beef timeline. Featuring Tamra and Jen and also kind of Vicky.
We need this.
Vicky does make an appearance. Okay. So this starts naked wasted. Here's a quick history. So this is circa 2008, 2009. Okay, so Tamra started taking etiquette classes. So she wanted to host a classy party where her and Vicky devised a plan to get Gretchen, quote, naked wasted because they hate her. Okay, so Gretchen does this and she gets like slosherino drunk. Like drunk. And also at the same time, Ryan, who at the time was 22, Tamra's son, he's really trying to hook up with Gretchen. It's really uncomfortable.
How old is Tamra's son now?
Add like 17 years on that. Nick, I didn't know I would have to do math for this investigation.
Yeah, he's a full
Okay.
adult.
But at the time he was like 22, 23, and Gretchen was like an adult.
Who had a
Who had-
dying husband.
Yes, her also at the
There's
same
nothing
time,
wrong with being
Gretchen's-
22 years old and trying to hook up with someone older. Let's
No,
remember.
no. There's no problem with that
Just
at all.
gonna say, okay,
There's no problem with that at
22
all.
is a consenting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a full.
Yeah.
That's a man.
Full on adult.
That's
Yes.
a man.
Yes.
Yeah, but the whole scenario here is really sorted because it's like Tamara's pushing her son onto drunk Gretchen
Right.
to
Yeah,
get Gretchen to make a
Gretchen
mistake.
is like Gretchen is not in a place to make any sort of consenting decisions. Also, at the same time, Gretchen's fiance is in the hospital battling cancer,
dying.
so that's in dying.
Okay.
Also,
That's-
Ryan just got his bar license, so he's there bartending.
Oh, okay. So it's like.
so he's like maybe over serving her. It's
Yeah.
getting,
On purpose.
it's getting dark. It's getting gross. Got it.
It's
Got it.
Yes,
got it.
and this is
Okay.
all a plan from Tamara
Tamara.
and Vicky to get because they want to get the dark side of Gretchen out.
Okay.
So it's really dark and gross overall. And Gretchen, this is important for our investigation later. She stays, according to
Yeah.
Tamara,
Mhm.
she stays the night at Tamara's house.
Has anyone refuted that?
You'll see.
Not that
Oh.
We'll get
we'll
there.
see. Fast forward to last fall. Next slide. Okay, so now we have the dinner at Mastro's. This is, quote, last fall. All right, we have Gretchen, we have Katie, we have Jen, we have the husbands, and they're all getting dinner. Naked Wasted is brought up, apparently, allegedly, out of nowhere by Gretchen. Okay? Then bloggers are told that Gretchen said at this dinner she was drugged by Tamara.
So there have been articles written by the bloggers that Tamara roofied Gretchen.
I mean, according to the episode, nothing was published.
So you can't go out and find.
So no, the bloggers, remember Tamara was like, bloggers are coming to me and saying they have this story.
Mm-hmm.
No one published anything. And that was Gretchen's whole point of being like, then why the fuck are we still talking about it? If like the bloggers thought it was a lie, it is a lie. You think it's a
So
lie. I
our
think
only
it's a lie.
source about what the bloggers know or don't know is coming from Katie.
Or Tamara, because Tamara's saying that the bloggers are telling her, right?
We have Katie's point of view on this, which is Gretchen said she went home from Naked Wasted and woke up sick. She then went to the hospital, got a toxicology report, and the hospital people, the doctors, found drugs in her system.
What kind of
Katie-
drugs? Because alcohol is a drug.
Yeah, it is.
It's never clarified. Katie denies ever leaking this to a blogger.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, next slide. Now we have Jen's point of view. Gretchen, according to Jen, at this dinner, Gretchen just said she woke up really sick after Naked Wasted. She never said she was roofied, and Katie must have lied and told the blogger. Now we have Gretchen's point of view. She technically never flat out denies that she said this, except for one time she's talking to Tamara and says, "Hell to the no, I didn't say that." She's just looking for who to blame. But it gets really confusing because at first
Yes.
she was like, "Yes, I went to the hospital." But then she said, "I never went to the hospital."
And what's also weird about that is that she says to Tamara, yes, like the next day I woke up so sick and I went to the hospital. And then in her interview, she's like,
Yeah.
I
never
never
went
did.
to-
I never went to the hospital.
No, I never
Yeah.
said that. Okay, and then here's where things get interesting. We have Katie's smoking gun. Matt, Katie's husband, claims Slade, we know Slade, Gretchen's partner,
Crooked penis.
Slade called him to say, quote, "Tell Katie to say Gretchen never said it." This is after the Mastro's dinner. AKA, according to Katie, in an amazing moment of ad-libbing, she said, "Hold the line and protect Gretchen." Okay, this is why Katie's been backtracking, because according to Katie, Gretchen is caught in a lie of embellishment. And further, if we're synthesizing this information currently, Katie is implying that the only other person who knew this information is, next slide please, Jen Pedranti. And Katie is implying that Jen leaked the story to Kiki, the blogger. Okay,
Oh, wow. Jeez.
where does this leave us? With one question, this is the photo I was talking about. This is
That-
from the Naked Wasted
That's great.
episode. Isn't that crazy? Okay, with one question. Did Gretchen go to the hospital after Naked Wasted? If we remember previous information presented during this investigation, it does so happen that Gretchen spent the night at Tamara's house, which means that the only person who knows if Gretchen actually went to the hospital is Tamara, which means Tamara Judge is the only person that could prove if Gretchen is caught in a lie or not. Miriam Cosby could also maybe use her hospital smelling powers, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Also, who told the blogger this? Because according to Jen Pedranti herself, if Gretchen did in fact say this, why would Katie go and say this to a blogger? Which means Jen probably leaked it. That is my case closed.
But we did have
my
Kiki
take on this
Monique
investigation.
come out and say that Katie had like messaged her or something and saying like she was a big fan and like kind of like was chasing.
Who's a
Kiki
fan of
Monique.
who? Katie's a fan of Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki went on her page and saw follow back. So Katie was following Kiki when Katie was announced as a new housewife. Kiki like was like, oh, who's this new housewife? Let me go follow her. Went to her page, saw follow back, and was like, oh my God, she already follows me. So she followed her back and then got a DM from Katie saying, I'm so honored that Kiki Monique followed her back.
Okay.
So she's like accusing her of like needing clout. And Kiki was like, I host a show with the biggest housewife star. I don't need
Dorinda.
she's like, I don't need Katie's second season.
Well,
clout.
that I was just about to say, like, I don't know. I'm curious what you think, Monica. Like, what defines blogger status or not? In my,
You mean journalism?
yeah, well, like in my, like
We're also
Bachelor
journalists.
Nation, bloggers don't really exist. It's not part of our universe. We just call them trolls or like psycho super fans. Like Kiki Monique, to Kiki's point, like I've been on her show with Dorinda. Like I don't know her backstory. I don't know her as a blogger. Like I know her as someone who has a working relationship with an iconic housewife. And I don't see Kiki as a blogger, but maybe she does operate as a blogger. I am curious, Monica, what is the relationship between Bravo celebrity and blogger? Is that something that the Bravo universe like supports even? And like, cause it seems to be a part of their business model, like almost as if like from the get, bloggers were a part of how people interact. And like more and more, housewife franchises are freely and openly talking about bloggers. And the only reason Bravo would do that is if they like don't mind, like Bachelor Nation would never, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying they should or shouldn't, but like they just don't, they wouldn't. And is that like an unspoken reality or rule in Bravo Nation? Like, what is that relationship between star and blogger in the Bravo world?
No, so first off, I do want to say I have met Kiki in person, and she is the kindest soul. She was so sweet. She's always been so great. And I have to agree with you 100%. I don't consider her a blogger. I do not consider her a blogger. I do think that she is in a different category, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're like publicly cool and like and you work with an actual housewife, like
I don't think you're a blogger.
I don't think you're a blogger. Because to me, blogger implies someone who may talk to housewives and get leaked information, but they are essentially super fans who are so like obsessed and tapped in that and they platform a lot of rumors. And that's why I think it's different, because like once you're public facing like Kiki is and has a show, like you don't just get to like, you get held accountable for the things you say a little bit more. As a blogger, a lot of these bloggers are anonymous. Like,
I was just gonna say that.
Like they can they can say whatever they want. They can put out whatever rumor they want, and it doesn't really matter if it holds water or not. They're not really held accountable. But like Kiki, like if Kiki is lying, she's gonna be held to account. So it's not as, so I'm assuming a lot more careful and a lot more credible because of her relationship with Dorinda.
I was literally just going to say that, Nick. The fact that Kiki shows her face alone gets her on a different level, right? Some of the biggest pages in the Bravo universe, like this is an example. This page hates me, so this is why they come to mind. But Queens of Bravo is a huge blogger page in the Bravo world. No one knows who the hell runs it. No one has any idea. And this is why I think partly why Reality Von Teese was such a big deal, right? Because it actually took a page, which was like a blogger page with no face. Holy shit, we're finally seeing a face of one of these pages. And just like you said, most of them are anonymous. I do think, Tamra, she has a huge, what some people would say is a blogger page, right? Like she reports on Housewives. She reports on people and what they're doing. She reports on the gossip. Da, 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 da. Is that considered a blogger page? Some people say yes. I don't consider that a blogger page. But do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the fans are like, she's mad about people talking to bloggers while being a blogger. So it's just kind of all of this weird, mixed, convoluted, very gray area with housewives and bloggers. I do think they are used a lot to push the shows. I do. And that's just a fact. A lot of the, inside information or sneak peeks or tips or whatever always come from these anonymous blogger pages. And if anyone tells you housewives don't talk to bloggers, that is a lie. Every housewife talks like it's such a joke, like to be so upset at Katie for talking to a blogger. Are you really going to sit and say you've never communicated with one of these pages ever in your life or pushed a little something to get them to report? Like,
I mean, the fact that Gina was able to just like dial up whoever this journalist
Exactly.
was and be like, hey, what's the story?
Yep.
Also, didn't like in like early days of Housewives, like Housewives used to have their own blogs,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of how like the franchise like kind of started with like Watch What Happens Live started as Andy's blog, right? I think so.
Is that true? That's amazing if that's true. I didn't know that.
Yeah, pop up.
I believe I saw a YouTube video about this one time.
I think it really comes down to whether they're like anonymous or not. This is why I don't think Tamara's is
Yes.
a blog, because it's just like
Yes.
if she puts out something, her name's on it. And so
Yep,
if she's putting out,
exactly.
and it's the rumor mill, it's like it's the false accusations, and like some of the rumors that have been put out about people are a little messy to like flat out disgusting and potentially life ruining.
Yes.
And the fact that like no one knows who these people are and you can say whatever the fuck you want is,
Yep.
I don't know. I think that's kind of fucked up and messed up. And like if you want to put your name on something and put out a rumor, fine. Like you can be held accountable and you'll have to pay the consequences if you're putting out stuff that can actually affect people's life that's inaccurate. But like,
100%,
and I think, I feel like that's the big distinction.
100%. I totally agree, because then at that point you could be anyone behind the keyboard. They don't know, right? And that was the whole thing with Reality Von Teese. That's the whole thing with, whatever. But I don't think throwing Kiki or even Tamara in that group is fair, because they are out there. They are their brand. They're literally their brand. So it's not the same thing.
I got to give Tamara credit, for hating someone as much as he hates Gretchen for 18 years. That's
a long time
commitment.
to hate somebody. Yeah,
it's true. That's true.
Pull it off with Heather. I'm just saying.
You don't think you and Heather could ever make up?
Look, I think that Lisa Barlow and I could make up before Heather Gay and I could
Really?
make up.
That makes me sad because I like Heather.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, I've only met her once briefly. She did flake on me and kind of lie. But that's okay. I understand the situation she was in. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Get past it. I have dealt with enough in my family to where I can work past anything, but she is the one refusing, so it's fine.
Is she the only reason why you can't come back to Salt Lake City?
If you ask me, yes.
Okay.
But that's my opinion, as Tamara would say.
Do you still have a relationship with the Bravo execs? Are you in communication? Is there ever? I feel like I ask you this every time you come on, but like I just feel like you're a real talent sitting on the sidelines waiting to be
thank you. Everyone seems to think that the big master plan is for them to bring me and Jen back at the same time. I don't know if they would do that though. That's a big move.
Would you do that? Would you come back with Jen?
I gotta have someone in my corner. It can't be all of them against me again. I can't go through that again. That was brutal.
That's fair.
So if they could at least give me one person, I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to go through fighting Jen Shaw and Heather Gay and everyone else all over again.
But Jen Shaw would be quote unquote healed from being in prison.
They're already talking to her and they've already said they'd film with her again. So that's why I'm like, I need another person. I wouldn't want to be the lone wolf again.
You don't feel like Whitney is?
I love Whitney. I love Justin, but I don't talk to her. She's very, her and Heather are very close. So I don't know if she would be open to that. I mean, obviously I love Mary, but I feel like I would still.
I forget what happened with you and Heather in her salon. Who sued who?
My God. Yeah. That's so stupid. That was the stupidest thing. So it was from like 6 years ago. And she didn't even know about it. I had dealt with it in office, but my ex-best friend told her about it. And so 6 years later, she sues me for $2,000 right before the statute of limitations was up. And so I countersued because I have to be careful what I say because we're actually still in the middle of it.
What?
Oh my God.
For
Whoa.
$2,000.
Oh my
For
God.
$2,000.
I know.
You
Can
guys
you
have
believe
spent more
that?
money on lawyers.
100%. Yeah. In hindsight, I will say I should have just paid her because I've paid so much more now to attorneys. But it was like the principal because I didn't just stiff her. I didn't. I had to go and pay another place over $3,000 to fix what had been done.
The principal is so costly, you know.
I know. It's funny because, lesson learned when you get into this world, and sometimes it's just easier to just, instead of dealing with all of this.
People I know
but-
who ride for Heather
Yeah.
don't trust you. What's the biggest lie you've ever told that
Biggest lie I've ever told was my affair with my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That was the biggest lie
it's
I've
weird
ever told.
because I don't know you
Alright.
that well, Monica, and so I'm not in a position
Yeah.
to vouch for you. Like my
Yeah.
experience with you have been lovely, and I think I have
Thank
a
you.
hard time, and I'm sure everyone's lied and whatever,
Yeah, every
but you've
housewife.
and like the affair with your brother-in-law, not cool.
No.
But you have also owned some terrible things you've done, and it's just hard for me to
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was your reaction to seeing the trailer?
Okay, so I actually just talked about this. I felt like it was giving very much season 4 rehearsed monologue, here we are again situation, because at the end of the trailer, you see Heather and she says, "Walk the fuck away." And it was just exactly like, pack your bags and go. And I'm just like, here we go again. It's just been like copy paste. It's just, one trick pony.
What do you
Well,
think
I
about
know
the Lisa John Barlow mystery that's being teased?
You guys, the way I just bit my tongue. Okay, that is how I know I'm growing. I'm in my mom era because I just bit my tongue so hard for what I really wanted to say about that. Oh my God.
Don't bite it, unbite it.
I know. If Lisa ever actually showed her real life, it would be much more entertaining than what we are given. And Bronwyn actually did hint to some of it in the trailer. And I think people would be floored if they knew how many lawsuits some people have. That's why I'm like, a $2,000 lawsuit, get out of here. Like, people are literally actually dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawsuits. But,
SEC filing.
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes.
Tea.
Yes. And I know some of the people. So it's wild to see from my point of view,
Monica, do you watch football at all?
I love football.
Who's your team?
I have to say New England Patriots because I'm from Boston.
Okay.
But I actually love the Denver Broncos.
Oh, okay. Well, the NFL
Yeah.
season is about to kick off. Are you excited about the Patriots season or the Broncos? Like, who do you fuck with more when they play each other?
Okay, if it's Broncos in New England, it's New England all day for sure. I have to stay true to my Bostonian roots with that. I would probably be kicked out of the state if I ever step foot in there again if I didn't stand behind the New England Patriots.
If you were a football player, what position do you think you would play?
Ooh. Can I be the coach? I want to be the coach.
See, now I was thinking more like maybe Jen Shaw would be the coach because her husband's like a literal coach. And
Guys.
she knows how to throw a flag, or she knows how to throw things. You know what I'm saying? So she can throw the flag.
100%. Yes, I've had them thrown at me.
Yeah.
Okay, what position is good at dodging? Because then I guess that would be mine.
Or it could be Lisa Vanderpump because she likes to support aggressive men.
Okay, you said it, girl. I cannot believe. Okay, this is opening a whole can of worms, but I cannot believe Jax Taylor was able to continue filming.
See, I was thinking like Jax Taylor could be good, but he's such a big red flag.
Yeah.
But then actually, the thing is, though, he's really good at blocking people.
He is so good
He's
at
got me
blocking
blocked.
people.
Yeah.
Blocked by Jack.
Oh, are you blocked?
I feel,
Yeah.
Monica, I feel like you would be in charge of tapes because you're good. You're good at recording.
Yeah.
I'd be
You
up
and
in the
Brittany
thing, I'd be
Bateman.
like, playback, yeah.
Yeah, play back.
And unfortunately, I know you guys don't get along, but I do feel like Heather Gay would be pretty good because she does play through injuries.
No.
She does.
But we would never know what really happened on the field because she would blame it on
So
something else,
true.
not the
Well, at least she
actual-
shows
But that's
up.
why we have you for running tape.
I do also, I know it would be like controversial, but I think you're going to want Tom Sandoval because if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Whatever with that, but he killed out on Traitors. I loved watching his season of Traitors. It was so funny.
Meredith Marks would be our defensive coordinator because she knows how to disengage the other team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Disengage.
What would Mary be?
Oh, Mary's leading prayer before every single game.
Yeah,
Mary's
she's
leading
yeah,
prayer.
she's leading the team prayer.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That would be perfect for
Mhm.
her.
She's
Yeah.
leading team
But
prayer.
then we have Jen Shaw, who definitely knows how to like move chains in prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe the people that she's in there with. That's like a whole other
Yeah.
subject.
Tom Schwartz could be head of PR because if you know you're in a pickle, he'll show up and do the interview with you.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's true. I feel like we have a really good team.
Yeah. It's a pretty solid team.
Mhm.
Dylan Efron, probably your quarterback, though. He looks the part,
Yeah.
not problematic.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
just
And
a
Lisa
real good team
Barlow
leader.
can be the cheerleader because if we ever need sexual favors, you know.
There she is.
Yeah.
Clock.
we have Heather Dubrow as our referee.
Oh.
She's
Yeah.
always been a referee
She's respectful to everyone and no one all at the same time.
all at the same
Oh,
time.
yep.
And she looks really good in stripes.
She does look good in
She does
stripes.
look good in stripes.
Mhm.
Craig, I feel like everyone would want Craig on his team because he knows how to get a ring. Or
Or
does
not.
he?
Hard to say.
Okay. that was cute.
Paige could do the uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she can.
100%.
They would be
She
very
would kill
cozy.
that.
Do you watch Miami much?
What I will say about Miami is those were some of the nicest women that I met at BravoCon. They were so sweet, so kind, especially Kiki. Kiki and I actually cried together. She really resonated with my mother, the situation with my mom. And yeah, I feel like if I went to another franchise, I would probably go there because they're Latina and I feel like I could talk normal and it wouldn't be perceived as yelling. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, did you watch the most recent episode of Miami, perhaps?
I did.
Well, if
There
you-
was a lot going on.
There was a lot going on. If you didn't
Yeah.
watch the last episode of The Real Housewives of Miami, here is your rapid recap. Jody won't stop texting Larsa defending Lisa, which Larsa thinks is Delulu. Larsa also thinks Lisa is killing the vibe because she has to finalize her divorce. Adriana went to mass because she's an empath. Lisa is taking notes, and if the girls hate this, they would hate Mary. Gertie and Julia kiss and make up. The girls all draw penises. Adriana is the sweet boy Justin of the group, has studied art history. Lisa unfollows Marcus and pigs fly. Stephanie doesn't want Lisa on the plane because she's ruined the environment. Lisa now doesn't want to go to dinner. Gertie claims she is not a makeup artist, but still does Adriana's makeup for her. Lisa does, in fact, go to dinner 2 hours late. Alexia was engaged to a Spaniard who was the heir of Pepsi Cola, and still she chooses Todd. Adriana calls Kiki ratchet. Kiki says
Yeah.
Adriana is old in retaliation. Stephanie storms out because the girls ruined dinner again. Adriana joins her to babysit some kids because she's old. Alexia is furious because she doesn't want anyone to know they're American. Lisa apologizes to the restaurant and promises drinks on the house, then trips. Overall, is Stephanie doing too much with her PJ seating arrangement? Find out next week on the Real Housewives of Miami.
And the answer is yes. She's
Yes.
doing too
She's
much.
doing way too
Yes,
much.
she is doing too much.
That was a beautiful recap.
Thanks to Mary.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Mary
Mary.
Ryder.
Yeah. Good
Um,
job.
Adriana,
Yeah.
that dinner was crazy. I
Yeah.
feel like she threw out Ratchet and then she was like, well, no, wait a second.
That is not what I meant.
That's a big
No,
But
I meant-
oopsie.
also, she also wouldn't back down though. She
Yeah.
also, I mean, they all kept saying, just apologize. Just
Mhm.
she's like, I'm too old.
Yeah.
You know, like she was just,
It was
she wasn't
awesome.
apologizing.
And
yeah.
then when Lisa's apologizing to the group, she's like, well, I have to go babysit someone's kids because I'm
Yep.
so old. It was like,
Well, it was
Nowhere.
And whose kids? We're in Spain.
who's
Yeah.
kid? Literally.
I feel like what also was crazy was the little meeting that Julia and Marisol tried to have with Lisa before the dinner. And they're like, you need to lock your phone up. And she's
Yeah,
like,
that was crazy.
no,
In
I
what
have kids.
world?
And they're like, well, Jody can take care of them. She's like, what?
Yeah, that was wild too.
Yeah,
love
she's
when
like,
Lisa
he's
was
not gonna
he's not their dad.
Then they tried to
Yeah.
make that as like, oh, he doesn't love you enough to take care of your kids. It's like,
that
wait
was a
second.
weird
I
little
also
blip.
have like the taking notes is like the Miami version of Brittany Bateman and you, Monica, like recording people
Yeah.
without their knowledge.
I thought the same exact thing. I was like, see, everybody does it.
Everybody does it.
Everyone is just in their
No
own
one's
way.
memory is
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
No. Do you think that the private jet thing is bad?
I do, because I kind of feel like it backs up what Alexia was saying last episode, where she was kind of like, Stephanie's using this jet or using her money. And at first I was like, no, she seems generous. She seems like she's just like not used to being around a lot of girls. But I was like, for you to be so heated about something that didn't actually involve you. And then it's like, who are we going to put in the isolation corner? And it was like very much
Yeah.
like, I am the king. I will tell you what we're doing. And I was like, that's not a good look. And I agreed with Marisol that I was like, we're doing too much here now.
Well, what's the
Yeah.
point of being rich if you can't use
Punish
it to
people in the
manipulate?
private jet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Monica, this has been so much fun. We're gonna
Thank you,
have to have you
guys.
back again soon.
Thank you.
Do
I
you
love
have
getting
anything you
together.
want to share, plug, or put out there for our audience?
No, honestly, the only thing that I want to share is I appreciate you guys being so open and everything with what you guys are going through. And I admire it so much. I know it's hard. And I think you are doing so much for women by addressing it and coming out with it. It's scary to do that. So
Thank you.
I do. I love you guys. So
I appreciate you saying that, Monica.
It's
so
true.
much fun always. You brighten our day and our audience's
Thank
day every time you
you.
join us. So please come back. It's
Thanks.
always a good time.
Thank you.
Tonight we are going to watch the Love Island reunion and we are going to talk about it on Thursday. We got some exciting guests for you to break it all down. Don't forget, tomorrow we have an amazing episode of Going Deeper with the Nader sisters. All four of them join us to premiere or preview their upcoming season, now streaming on Hulu. Love Thy Nader. It's an epic show.
It's a
You're
good
not
show.
going to want to miss it. It's a lot of fun. These women are stars. Trust me on that. That is all coming up this week. Thanks for listening. Thank you to our guest, Monica Garcia.
Thank you guys.
I think that's it. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.